Using the sticks, knock the bottom elastic off with your foot, knock the top elastic off with your thumb, and then holding the piece of tape in your left thumb and forefinger, you just flick the sticks open. So it's a flick of the wrist and a push with your fingers at the back of the sticks, like so. Very simple once you get the hang of it.
How do you use them as twin sticks?
As twin sticks, you just open them like so. And if you want to use them as a quad, if you have a little bit more time, or if you're going for a longer shot, just drop the sticks away. As a single stick, just hold them, place your foot at the base of the stick, and you've got a really solid point to shoot from.
Questions about this FCI, well, let me tell you, this is the organization who gives proper pedigrees, give proper dogs, well breeded. That's the association. When you want to buy a dog, when you inform them of dog, please take contact with them. We must do this because we are associated with associations in Germany, Bulgaria, Austria. So we are all working on the same target, working with FCI.
The high seats are made from 50x8 flat bar with 20mm solid steel ladder rungs, freestanding double, and you walk up from the back. And then you just get in, sit into the seat, and then you're all ready for the shooting position. They're just easier to get in and out of. I have guide ropes for the bottoms, you know, to stay it out. They have 16mm pins that go into the ground. I'm about to start doing some adjustable legs for the backs, you know, for uneven ground. But they are really heavy duty. And the lean-to type is 2.5mm box section with 16mm solid round bar. I do like the seats or a bench style seat, and I use a fiberglass grid for the bench style seats. There's 50mm meshes in so that the snow, the rain drops through, and again they're built to last.
As you can see, usually you like more like a stabbing motion as opposed to like that. You'll find it really awkward. So he's just coming down the side there. I can just show him, I can break the knuckle money. Yeah. You just break that cartilage in there. Generally this bit will just peel back. Just cut that out joint there. That'll peel back and it'll let you see a bit further where your knife's actually going to be going.
That's Malcolm and John. Bought it in 2008.
Yeah, that's right.
But the site itself had been going since 2006, when it was more of a like a trade directory, less of a forum style. So
then it sort of took off a bit. We had 700 members then when we got it, and we needed somebody whose IT expertise went past sharpening a pencil. We got Alex.
I came along to one of Malcolm's do's up in the Highlands in 2009, I think it was.
Was it 2009?
2009.
Was that the first time?
Yeah.
Christ, you must have
Yeah.
made a good impression.
In 2009. Offered to sort the server problems out, which I did.
And has been sorry ever since.
And then we changed the site to the new format in 2010, which is how it looks now, which is purely like a discussion forum style. And we were about 2,500 odd members then, I think, 2009. And we're just shy of 10,000 now.
Yep.
10,000 members.
9,972.
Yeah, there you go.
Ish.
So, I don't know whether that's a reflection in deerstalking becoming more popular in general, or whether we're doing something right, but it's a fairly good increase in numbers.
I think it'll be deerstalking becoming more popular.
Yeah, probably.
We're not used to doing right. Popular. It is becoming more popular. There's been a lot of people here today that have said they just started and they're doing well. That's why we started our bursary thing to pay for some youngsters, that college students, apprentices, people that find it a struggle to. Plus, of course, we've got other Murray outfitters. We pay the registration fee and they'll provide the training for free. Mask providing the training. We have to pay and we've got one who wishes to remain anonymous, and he's going to do 2 places, the whole lot. He's going to pay for the stalking or the training and the registration, and if necessary provide accommodation where they go through the course. So he's a good old boy.
Presentation on how to take a cape off a deer for taxidermy purposes. Just a few pointers of things not to do. If it's been shot in the lungs, heart area, and if it's grollocked, you shouldn't need to bleed it. That should be sufficient for sufficient bleeding for food purposes. The worst thing you can do is sort of rush forward with your knife and make a cut down the front, because that's basically going to ruin the cape. If you feel you're compelled that you have to bleed it from the throat for whatever reason, just make a small cut in here and move the knife around until you find the jugular. But especially don't make a cut across the way. That's even worse, because you're going to cut the hair, and I can't hide that at all. Okay, so if it's a big animal, don't drag it as well. Or if you're tying a rope around its neck, if it's a red deer, wrap your coat around it first or something, because the hair can be damaged and it can't be reversed. So some other things to remember is you want to get the skin or the deer to the taxidermist as soon as practical. It'll be okay in a cold store for sort of 3 days without any problems. I've had them up to 6 days, 7 days, and they've still been okay, but others haven't been okay. So really, you don't want them in the cold store too long.
winning ticket for the Swarovski HD SLC binoculars is green 218. 218. 218. $469, green 469. Won yourself a swap of £250. 469.
Right, towards the camera. Ryan, Stevie. Thank you.
We decided to hold the fair simply because we've been at too many that they've got too many non-related products. Too many fairs have things that have got nothing to do with shooting, stalking, fishing, dogs, and we promised that this one was going to be different. We said that we would put on a show that was specific to deer stalking because it's never been done in the UK, as far as we know. It's certainly never been done in Scotland. You can probably hear from my voice, I've been speaking to people all day because of the crowd that have been here catching up with friends. It's been a very sociable event. We've had talks on next door. The traders are saying that they've done really good trade. We've had presentations on training dogs for deer, butchery demonstrations, and earlier on you could hardly move in here. As for the numbers through the door, it's hard to say, several hundred. I think the weather's put some off. We were hoping for about 1,000. I don't think we've had that. Tomorrow might be busier. The weather forecast for tomorrow is not quite as bad. So we'll just have to wait and see. But we're within 15 minutes, 20 minutes of the doors opening, traders were telling me how good business has been already in 20 minutes. So next year, hopefully bigger and better. We'll move on from this to a bigger show, hopefully.
So I think there's going to be like an annual event.
I would think so. We might even try and incorporate other shooting disciplines, but we'll never lose the core element of deer stalking because that's what my friend and I do. He's done a few shows in the past and said that this was an event that was missing, and the support from the trade and the public's been fantastic. So it will be an annual event. I don't think there's any question about that. Whether we introduce shooting and fishing, that'll be down to demand, but there will be a deer stalking core kept no matter what it is that we do.
So I think it's going to be like March next year, because March is a good month. It's quiet for deer stalkers.
March is a good month. Most guys have finished their doe cull by now. The bucks obviously don't start for another week or so, the 1st of April. The problem is the weather. I mean, last year for the same weekend, 72 degrees. This year, wind chill factor -5, and friends were meant to be coming from Dumfriesshire. 3 times they tried to get through, 3 times they got pulled out by a tractor. They've really had a bad time with the weather, but as you can see here, it's completely clear. There's no snow at all here. So March is a good time for it. First fair of the year, we think. If we move it into April, probably better weather, but it gives us an option maybe to expand and keep it to the same venue with maybe a marquee, add several marquees outside and expand into marquees, because this place was just full to the brim. No more floor space. I don't think there was much standing space either, and plenty of people to meet and speak to. So it's been good.